Okay, well, hello everyone. My name is Rachelle. I'm so happy to be here this evening. I hope you guys have had an amazing day. And I always say that Sundays is a day that you could be doing all kind of things. You could be sitting home relaxing on your couch. You could be visiting someone. You could be watching a football game, but I appreciate anyone that decided to come here and to join to hear this valuable information. So I'm going to say, sit back, hold on to your seats, and I would say grab a pen, maybe a piece of paper, get some water, what have you, because I think you're going to hear some great information. You can take you some copious notes as well to write down, and then we can maybe answer those questions afterwards. And if you are a guest that will come on, you want to thank the person that invited you because they thought enough about you to make sure you got this information. So again, my name is Rachelle and I'm happy to be here. I'm going to go ahead and connect us so we can get started. Mm, 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 mm. Can you see that, Reba?
Yes.
Awesome. All righty. We're going to go slideshow and we're going to start from the beginning. Okay. Well, again, my name is Rachelle, and like I said, I'm very, very happy to be here this amazing afternoon. And hopefully, like I said, you're going to walk away if you've never heard this information. If you've heard it before, every time I do these presentations, I always learn something every time I do them. So again, um, what great welcome. The name of this company that you're going to be hearing this information, it comes from a company called Kana, which means in the hands of God. And I always say, what better hands to be in but in the hands of God? But there's a problem we have going on right now in the United States. Yes, and it is a huge problem. Actually, it's a food problem. Our CEO, Melissa Boston, she coined a phrase called suicide, which means that we are digging our graves with our fork. So I want you to look at these pictures, and I'm going to be referring back to especially the picture on the left a lot as I do these presentation because I want you to know this was our original diet. At one time, it was not unusual for all of us to have fruits and vegetables in our home, for all of us to grow fruits and vegetables. And if we didn't grow them, we would go to the store and buy them. But many of us at one time, we always had them one way or the other. That was the original diet. That was the diet that kept our body healthy and wholesome. That was that diet. But we somehow moved over to the diet on my right, which we call that now the new diet, which have no color. It is full of preservatives. It has nothing healthy to it. And this is the particular diet that we are now killing ourselves with our fart because we're finding ourselves just constantly eating this diet that does nothing good for us. You don't even have, only thing that you have that's half that would maybe just have a little bit of nutrition, maybe that little piece of lettuce, and maybe they got a tomato or something on that burger. But you see, it's colorless, it looks lifeless, but we find ourselves consumed with that diet. And that's the diet that is constantly killing us. And I don't know if you knew this, but in 2020, nearly 700,000, check out that number that I just mentioned, 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease. They call that the silent killer. And about 1 in 5 heart attacks are silent. People are walking around right now that have had a heart attack and didn't even know it. They may have had a mild heart attack, and then a lot of times once they have a mild, you know what they say? It's like a heart attack, a stroke. They may have that small, but a lot of times if things don't change, it's a bigger one waiting. So people are walking around having that's had a heart attack, and they don't even know it, but the damage is done, and the person is just not aware of it. And that's not all. There's also an alarming number of our 14 to 19 years old, but don't let just get stuck on that. I've talked to some doctors who said it's even earlier than that. Some of them starts at age 9 and 10 that years that these kids are showing as much as 40% blocked arteries. Every time I say that, every time I think about that, it makes me shiver because I got nieces and nephews at all those ages, and they're way too young to be having some blocked arteries at that age. I mean, nobody want them at any age, but you definitely don't want them from our babies. And this is critical, guys. This is so critical. Heart disease is one of our main killers, and it's on the rise. Cancer is falling right behind it. Diabetes, you see more people now that's talking, it's become like it's a normal thing. And just because it seems normal because everybody have it, it's still not normal. You look back just a few years ago, diabetes was something you would still hear every once in a while, but now it's like everybody, you out of 5 people in one home, one at least is going to have diabetes. And it's something that it's just become a regular conversation piece, that is just a normal thing, but it's not normal. And we're having a shortened life because of all of it. Also, did you know the significance of age 45? If you're African American, did you know? Did you know that you are twice more likely to die from a heart attack, aneurysm, a stroke? Did you know that? Yes, you are, because of the dangers of atherosclerosis levels. Because you know what? We all have arteries running through our body, right? And we want optimal arteries to be running through our bodies. We want the blood flow, the blood to go through, the oxygen to go through, the nutrients to go through. All that has to go through our arteries, you guys. You want a perfect artery, but many times it's not that way. It is just not that way. So you look at this artery on the left, that would be a normal artery. The blood is running through. You have no issues. You're just moving right along, doing great, right? But then you see the next artery line. I mean, to see the next artery, hmm, still okay, but it's starting to get a little bit of plaque that can build up, and it may be because we're starting to get a little bit more of that new diet, right? And so you're starting to get a little bit more plaque buildup, but it's not too bad. But you might still want to start paying attention to it. Okay, then we get to that third picture, and there's a lot more plaque is now in those arteries, and it's getting more difficult for that blood because it just because the arteries are starting to get clogged. It doesn't mean that it's still less blood that has to go through. You still have the certain amount of blood that still got to go through those arteries, right? The certain amount of oxygen, the nutrients still got to go through those arteries, but now it's getting harder for it to go through. And then you have where it becomes blocked. You ever see people I had to get a triple bypass or all those things because now they have blocked arteries. The blood can't get through, blood can't get to the heart. And that is heart attack, stroke, and all those things waiting to happen if it has not happened. If it has not happened. And we don't want it to happen. But you know what? But it's happening too much. And because of that, our our doctors, our CEO, they said, you know what, we got to make some changes. So our vision for Akana is a vision is a world where everyone has access to the nutrition and resources they need to thrive, creating a healthier, more resilient communities. Through personalized wellness for your blood type, we're breaking cycles of disease and poverty, empowering families to build a legacy of health and prosperities for absolutely generations to come. Now, there are 5 key reasons why these problems impact our communities. Let's talk about it. One, lack of understanding blood types. Yes, that's what I said, lack of understanding blood types. There are 4 different blood types. We have an a B, a O, and an AB. Now, did you know that your blood type AB, AB or AB is a powerful genetic fingerprint that identifies you as sure as your DNA? And you probably going like, really? I had no idea. No, I didn't either until I knew. The A blood type, it's more plant-based. The B is more balanced, it's more omnivore. The AB is ultra adaptable. And then we have O, it's more high protein. Akana is committed to helping 1 million families to learn their blood type. And you said, Rachelle, blood type, what in the world are you talking about? Why does knowing your blood type even matters? Well, baby, knowing your blood type could possibly save your life. It can help prevent you from knowing your blood type can help prevent you from chronic illnesses. It can tap into your genetic advantage. You can boost, learn how it begins to boost your energy when you know what to do. It reduces inflammation. It helps you lose weight and it helps with holistic healing. Actually, knowing your blood type is the key to unlocking your body's nutritional blueprint. Now, your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body interacts with the food you eat, and if those foods will cause inflammation, digestive problems, and or weight gain. So, yes, you want to know your blood type so you can know what to do and how to do it. If we only needed one blood type, then we would only have one, but the Lord created four. So, if there's four blood types and we have people with one of those blood types, if you have one, and you have whoever you are, you got one of those running through your body. And that means there's certain things you need to do for your body with the blood running through your body. So you look at these pictures, you look like this young lady on the left. She has, she probably maybe eating for a blood type, very concerned about the food she puts in her body, right? The young man on the right, he may not be so much concerned. He just maybe he just don't know the information. So he's not alone. And that's what we're here to share that information with you today. Based on your blood type, you are even at an increase or decrease for cancer, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. We don't want you to have any of those. So let me give you a little bit of information on these blood types. Now, A, they are more Garian, nature's vegetarians, prone to digestive and heart issues like red meat, shrimp, crab, lobster, and dairy can be especially harmful. They are naturally creative and inventive and require peace and harmony. And um, once you learn about these blood types, people in certain countries they marry they pick their mates according to their blood types. A lot of times we say we pick them maybe according to religion and things like that. No, they marry according to your blood type because your blood type, you also have a certain characteristic of that person. They act a certain way, they react a certain way, they do things a certain way. Like we just said, the A, they require peace and harmony. O's are more I'm gonna say title, just more reactive. You just kind of learn them as you go. Oh, you're A for sure, or you're starting to learn the characteristic of that person. B, they're more balanced. They thrive on a diverse diet, but chicken, shrimp, crab, and lobster can disrupt their health. They have a more balanced immune and digestive system. They are resilient, but tend to suffer from autoimmune diseases like IBS and other issues. Oh, it's the oldest blood type. That's my blood type. We thrive on a high protein diet, but catfish, pork, dairy, refined carbs, white rind, and gluten can cause significant issues. We have a strong immune and digestive system, but we tend to experience more ulcers, arthritis, and thyroid issues. And we have the AB, the combination of both. They're more complex and yet modern at the same time. There's the rarest blood type, blending traits of A and B. They must balance the dietary restrictions of both types for optimal health. Now, so you heard a little bit about the blood type, but now let me tell you a little bit about the immune system. Our immune system is designed, to protect us. And one of the things it wants to protect us from are these nasty little things called lectins, you know. And when you have a very prominent, a healthy immune system, you are 95% of those lectins you should be able to just slough off, just like water running on a duck's back. You should be able to just push them off. And then only 5% you have to worry about getting in the bloodstream, and reacting with our red and white blood cells because, they get and destroy those. But unfortunately, because of the picture I showed you earlier, Many of us, the old diet, many of us kind of stopped, they stopped eating that and they started eating more of this new diet. So now our immune system, our gut, our immune system is not as healthy as it was. So it's almost like the numbers have inverted. It's like 5% gets sloughed off and 95% it gets filtered, those lectins get filtered in our bloodstream. And we do not want that to happen. So that means we have to build up our immune system. So let's talk about it. So I'm gonna give you some foods. I'm gonna talk about some foods that you should avoid depending on your blood type. Now, even if I'm talking about if I'm saying about we want to eat more of those vegetables, fruits and vegetables, things like that. Yes, we do want to do that. But when I mention some fruits and vegetables, even though they're fruits and vegetables, it's still they can still be against that particular person's blood type. So you still have to watch it, right? So let's say A blood type, they should not have tomatoes, bananas, most meat like pork chops, steaks, and burgers, and really they should be nature's vegetarians. They should not have white potatoes, and they definitely should not have shrimp. Okay, and then we have the B blood type. I know, because the first thing I'm going to tell you, you're going to be like, "Are you kidding me?" Yes, chicken. Chicken is not a bee's friend. Not by not even a little bit. It's not their friend. They should leave chicken alone. Avocados, black beans, shrimp, and other foods in the ocean like lobster and things like that, crab and things like that. Those are things they should avoid. Now, this is a avoid list, but we also have a list that you can of foods that you can eat as well. I'm just giving you a few of these, like five or so. And then you have the O, which we should stay away from: catfish, avocado, oranges, white wine, and cashews. And once you know your blood type, you may say, and that's what I did. Some of these very same foods that I'm mentioning, when I would eat them, like the avocado, the oranges, the cashews, I would bloat up. Sometimes I would be crampy. If I only ate them like 1 or 2 days, not so bad. If I ate the oranges, I'm scratching. If I eat them too many days, I start getting black spotches on my face. So I realized that, oh, I'm not supposed to have them. And you're gonna notice that as time goes along. Now, sometimes if you have a really strong immune system, they may not affect you all or very little, you know. So that's also something to be aware of. And then, like I told you, the AB is a combination of both. So chicken, bananas, excuse me, black beans, avocado, and shrimp. Again, that's a combination of both foods they should stay away from. So you're like, wow, learn your blood type. But Rachelle, you're saying a lot about blood types. And I don't understand. I don't understand that. But you know what? But you will. Just hold on. We are here to help break the generational cycle. But you know what? The power is truly in our hands. So blood type is a big deal, guys. I know people here very recent who've had to get blood transfusion. I've seen them where they had to get more than once, more than twice, more than three, and I've been there with them on a lot of those occasions. Right. And when they come in, with those nurses and doctors come in, they're looking at your wrist. What's your number? What's your birthday? Give me this, give me that, give me that. And they check it 2 or 3 times because they got to make sure they give you the right blood. Because if they give you the wrong blood, it could truly kill you. But that's not the only thing that can kill you. You keep eating the wrong food for your blood, it can also be slowly killing you. Okay, well, Rachelle, you saying a whole bunch about blood type. Now tell me, if it's that important now to my blood type, then why did my doctor tell me about blood type? Why am I, and if it packs my blood and my cells and stuff like that, why am I just now hearing about it? That's a great question. Well, guess what? If it isn't taught in medical school or created by big pharma, it isn't promoted in the United States. It's sad, but it's profits, big business equal profits over people. And so many things I'm about to share with you, you're going to think about it. Cigarettes. Then when they first came out with cigarettes, oh, they're good for you. Oh, people out there, doctors smoking, people out there smoking, looking all cute, smoking and puffing away. Oh, this is healthy for you. This is good. Then after a while, they're like, oh, hold on. Okay, this is not so healthy. Okay, so they had to go put a little message on the cigarette packages to say could cause cancer. Well, they cause cancer. They know could they could possibly cause cancer. They do. and they have for a lot of people. So that can cigarettes, and you know they've gotten better over time. People are not smoking in offices and different things. 'Cause before you could go anywhere and be all choked up, smoke everywhere because it was just one of those things that you had. And that's what people did. But now it's better, but we need to get rid of them altogether, you know. And then we came up with trans fats, you know, this butter and other different other oils and different things that we use, you know, it just causes clogging up our arteries and things like that. You put our butter or margarine all day long, it could be hot as 100 degrees and it's barely going to even melt, barely even melt if it melts at all, right? So if it's not doing that out here, what is it doing in your body? Clogging it up, possibly? Yes, right? Then we have 5G, we have 4G, 3Gs, we keep getting all these Gs. And they're saying that brain cancer is on the rise because we constantly wearing these things in our ears. We constantly got the phone up to our face and the computers all day long. All these G's and different other things just radiating in our body. Nothing good can come from it. We have the GMOs, all the genetically modified foods. Everything's in a bag, in a box, in a some type of ceramic, whatever, you know, instead of getting whole foods and real foods. When I recently saw them create, they were showing us how they make McDonald's chicken nuggets, and they had them on this big wheel, and it looked like plastic on this big wheel, and they were rolling it down the in the factory rolling. I said, that's supposed to be food, and people buy it every day, millions of people every day, genetically modified foods. We got to get back to that picture on your left. The old diet. We got to get back to the old diet, guys. And then they talk about milk. Hey, guys, milk does your body good. And now I've been subbing in the schools for the last maybe month. It's been about a month now. And I still see them serving milk, chocolate milk and white milk. I remember those little cartons from when I was a kid. They still serving it to the kids. But do you know we're the only species that drink from another species? A cow should drink from the calf should drink from his cow's mom. A milkman should drink from their mom. A giraffe should drink from their mom. We should drink from our mom, not from other species. All the dairy, you know, we start taking all the dairy, the milk, more inflammation, more mucus, more breathing issues, lung milk. That's the biggest tell. Just why you don't see them running that commercial anymore either. Talk about how milk does your body good. That is nothing but a tale. Okay. Now, we had this amazing man that came out when I was talking about the blood type. His name is Peter Adamo. His dad had written a book, and he went ahead and pushed it forward. He wrote a book that Eat Right for Your Blood Type, right? And you know, so they was going to different countries saying, "Hey, would you like to adhere to the blood type diet? Eat right for your blood type." And they asked the United States, and we said, "Yeah, we don't need that. No, we want to do that. No, we're good. This, you know, no, we're good. We're good." And then they asked Japan. Japan said, "You know what? That sounds like a great idea to keep our people healthy. We can thrive longer." Japan says yes. United States said no. Well, guess what? Japan is now the number one of the healthiest countries out there. United States, not so much. Life expectancy in Japan is about almost 85 years old. That's just the average, right? That's just the average. And they were first place, like I said, as far as one of the healthiest countries. We are where? 50th, the 50th healthiest country. Americans live about almost 10 years, almost 10 years. Well, we live like up to about 76 years of age, right? Now, if you're African American, you barely the average is a little less than 72 years young. And then they're talking about now they've raised up, I hear them raising up Social Security, that you can't get Social Security now until you're almost 70. 70. So okay, I get Social Security at 70, but my expected life is 72. Tell me how that makes sense. How does that make sense? So as I'm talking, I want to see if anyone, if those that's on here, if you know your blood type, please put in the chat, and we're going to go over that in just a moment. If you don't, you can just say I don't know. Okay, you just type that. But by following the blood type diet, we have anecdotal evidence that shows millions of people reported positive improvements by adhering to the blood type practices. And you can protect yourself from common viruses and infections and take a stand against life threatening diseases. You can achieve your ideal weight, slow the aging process, and cleanse your body of toxins and unhealthy fats. Number two, now there's a dangerous level of oxidation, guys. Dangerous levels of oxidation in our body. Our body's on fire. It's on fire. And the little that we do, just think about a siren. They come into a burning apartment building, and it's on fire. It's blazing. Okay, I'm giving you a scenario. Is it's blazing, and then the fire truck they get out, and then they take 2 or 3 buckets of water and they throw it on the fire. Okay, we eat that little lettuce on that sandwich, right? They throw it on the fire. Just 2 or 3 buckets of water. What does it do? What does it do to the fire? Nothing. Nothing. But if they came to put out the fire and they had all these big poles of water and they got the things pumping and it's just showering the apartment with water, then it's gonna put that fire out. So we need something to put the fire out. Oxidation is killing us. Researchers have finally identified one of the most important contributors to heart disease, wrinkles, cancer, arthritis, and many of the other problems associated with getting older: oxidation. When you buy bananas, what do? You keep it for 1 or 2 days. Now they're all spotted up. They're soft. I don't want nothing else to do with them unless I freeze them for a smoothie. They got oxidized, which just like our body inside, they're rusting out, guys. You take those bolts and you put them outside for a few minutes, let them mist, let a little rain or something get on, let them sit there for a while. You're going to see them rusting, but just like our bodies are rusting because we're not giving it what it needs to survive. But what we can give it, go back to that picture I was telling you earlier, that the old diet, go back to that. Start giving them antioxidants. Start giving them those dark leafy greens and some fruits and vegetables and some regular cocoa, some chocolate, some goji berries, nuts and seeds and things like that. Fruits and vegetables are loaded with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which is also have antioxidant abilities. Some phytonutrients have shown to disable cancer-causing substances as well. Number three, omega-3 deficiencies. When came home from church, after I went upstairs, straightened up my room, and took off my clothes, I came back downstairs and made me a salad. And I had a new brand of sardines I was trying. My nephew brought me a couple of cans. He said, try these, Anium. And I said, they were amazing. And why do I eat sardines maybe 4 or 5 times a week? Is because they're full of omega-3s, right? Because the lack of not having omega-3s in your diet could cause cardiovascular increase of cardiovascular decline, increased risk of heart attack, strokes, and high blood pressure. It can have an increased risk of these depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Accelerates the progression of diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and autoimmune disease. Contributes to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. Contribute to a non-alcoholic fatty liver. Even if you don't drink, if you've never taken a drink in your life, your liver still looks like it's been altered because of our diet. It can progress to liver cirrhosis or liver cancer. Our immune function is weakened, making the body more susceptible to infections. When it comes to bone health, increases the risk of osteoporosis, leading to fractures and a higher risk of complication, especially, guys, in older adults. Number four, as I mentioned, did you know that 70% of your immune system is in the gut? When I was talking about your immune system, we needed a stronger so we can slough off those lectins. Well, 70% of our immune system is in our gut. It's called microbiome. It's in our gut. When you have an unhealthy gut, by choosing improper food choices and lack of sufficient fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics, you are just, it's just trouble is just there waiting. You start having a lot of time digestive issues, weakened immune system, malabsorption, nutritional deficiencies, inflammation, skin problems, mental health challenges, weight management issues, hormonal imbalances, autoimmune conditions. Number five, oh, I hate this. I hate to look at it, but it's there, guys. We all have parasites. I had a young lady that reached out to me a couple of days ago. She said, I need help. Can somebody help me? I know my body's full of parasites. She said, I used to be in the gym. I was an instructor. She said, I know about weight and health because I always had a decent weight. And I know about how to eat. But something happened to her and her body had just gone downhill for almost the last 5 years. So I know I got to get rid of these parasites. I know they're running rampant in my body. Matter of fact, I invited her on this call. And but when you have parasites, because they were at one time, it's like they were just kind of enclosed in a certain area, maybe in your gut. But now they are just going places. They just like, the door is open. I'm going through. They're just all over our body, guys, wreaking havoc. Parasites can cause chronic infections and inflammation, leads to heart disease, diabetes, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune disorders. Is present in autopsies. Parasites are invading our organs, our brain, lungs, and our liver. It causes mental issues, got mental health issues. Parasites, when they're in the brain, can cause depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. Now, I know all that sounds, oh my gosh, so doom and gloom, but just hold on, guys. Just hold on. There is a light at the tunnel, okay? Now, this product is not intended to, let me give you a little bit of our disclaimer. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements. Individual results may vary. Okay, let's talk about it. First of all, you want to get your blood kit now. If you don't know your blood type, then we're going to show you how you can get it. First of all, you can get a kit. And if someone's in the area that knows how to do them, they can come to you and do them, or you guys can meet up. Or we can show you a video and show you, get the kit. We'll show you how to do it. Because many times when you ask your doctors, I'm telling you, I asked for years, they would not give it to me. You're not having any surgery, you're not doing this, you don't need your blood type, and the insurance not covering it. I want to know my blood type. They won't give it to you. They won't give it to you. So I ended up paying $130 to get mine one time when I was visiting a friend in Phoenix. One of the places we went to, they said they did blood types. I got it. Right. I didn't know I was going to be doing this a couple of years later, but I got it for the time I wanted it. And now I know how to do it. And I'm here to help other people who may want it for me to help them. So you need to we have a blood, you can get your blood type kit. You can start your health journey based on your biology, including a mini blood type chart and digital A, B, and O, A, B list, so you can know what to do. Now, option number one, like I said, we have a blood type kit. It consists of our bitters. That's like a 4-day detox. You may say, yeah, I need to be doing something. You guys just stick your toe in there a little bit. Say, I want to start that, and that's going to be amazing. We have a detox meal plan for you. We have a simple meal replacement. We have a shake called Fuel. And we have that individual digital blood type download where you can download that fits your blood type, right? And now this kit is only $59.95. And we want you, and then you want to be doing these maybe like once a month. This is only like 4 days, like I was saying. And then we have the second one, it has everything in it except the blood type test kit. Because once you get your blood type test, once you know your blood type, you don't have to just keep doing it every month to try to figure it out. No, it's what it is until eternity. However, I'm sure you know someone that don't know their blood type. So this will be the gift of love. You continue to get that one. If you do, like I would say, do this every month and start to relieving yourself and getting your body healthy. That's a great start right there. And you can still do the one and then give the other one as a gift of love, that blood type kit. Like I said, they got the bitters in there. You got your what comes in that kit. You have an eliminator. It's called mucus and parasite eliminator. Your purifiers like our liquid colonic. our regenerator, that's our superfoods. And like I said, this is gentle enough for daily life, right? You don't have to stop doing what you're constantly doing. It's gentle enough for daily life, but it's powerful enough to produce results. It promotes deeper elimination, cellular renewal, and clear digestion without harsh disruptions. And like I said, we have a flat belly fuel. It comes in taco berry, vanilla bliss. And when I tell you it's a meal replacement, it is amazing. But and this is our it targets 5 of those key problems that we need targeting. One is full of antioxidants. They have antioxidant protection. It's full of antioxidant. Those omega 3s I was just telling you about, it has omega 3 fatty acids in there. It has gut health, prebiotic, probiotic, and fiber in this fuel shake. It eliminates those nasty parasites and it supports your blood type. It's the world's first, guys. Flat belly fuel is the world's first that, and like I said, a meal replacement, and it tastes amazing. And it tastes amazing, but you get all these benefits of taking this shake. Now we have a full body reset, a 360 reset, and it is time to reset our health naturally. And that's what, like, do it a week. You can do it with one decision and have a lifetime of wellness. This is called the 360 preview. Now, at a glance, you'll see some of the things that we're offering in this. Cold pressed juices and our herbal formulas, raw foods, which helps to target toxic buildup, inflammation, hormonal imbalances, gut health, designed to help your body heal itself, bring the body back into balance. I want you to just imagine. What if your body didn't need, did you catch this? Didn't need another prescription, but an opportunity to just heal. Well, Kana, we want to create the first Black Blue Zone because we don't have a space for that right now. And the blue zone is where people live most healthily the longest, right? And you can start this blue zone right there in your own home. Blue zones are regions in the world where people live the longest, healthiest lives, often thriving well into their 90s and 100s with low rates of chronic diseases. These communities share common habits, clean eating and daily movement, strong social connections, and purpose driven living. While creating the first Black Blue Zone matters, right now, no blue zone exists where African descendants communities lead in longevity, largely due to the effects of poor diet, environmental stress, and limited access to culturally relevant wellness tools. By reclaiming our health through food, community, and holistic living, we're rewriting the narrative and creating the first Black Blue Zone, a place where we just don't survive, guys. We're not thinking about just surviving, we're thinking about thriving. Now, this is some of the people on our medical board. These are 360 certified MDs, naturopath, um, uh, uh, just different doctors here on this panel to make sure you are guided with the most expertise advised by these amazing doctors. Now we have we have another um, uh, cleanse that you may want to do. You may say, I like the 4-day, but I think I might need something a little more than that. We have a 7-day cleanse that you can do every month on AutoShip. I know people are doing it right now every month on AutoShip. Between the bidders and that, they're doing it every month so they can continue to get stuff and continue to move out of their body, continue to be putting the right foods in their body. So they're doing it every month. And on average, you can do this, and it just when you do it on AutoShip, you get other exciting products like CBD, um, hemp goby, essential oils, hair care. There's so many products that you can get. This helps to reduce health issues, health related issues, having these problems can help lower your insurance premium because when your body gets healthier, it's like they can put you in a different category to make sure that you can get lower health insurance premium, and you can live and work for many more healthy years if you so choose to do so. Now, this 7-day cleanse, it has like that eliminator that I mentioned earlier, the mucus and parasite. It has a purifier. So instead of the bitters, you get a liquid purifier. That's also a liquid colonic. We have the regenerator, those superfoods, and as those are the superfoods that you got in powder form. And then again, it's gentle enough for daily life, like I said before, but it's powerful enough to reduce result to have product results. And it does it on a cellular renewal level, and it has clear you get clear digestion without harsh disruptions. So this 7-day cleanse, 7-day blood cleanse is gentle, powerful, and proven. It's an amazing, these are some amazing products, amazing, amazing. And I know many of us are at the point where we just want to drop some weight. We just want to drop some weight. And you want to do it, but you want to do it more naturally. Well, guess what? We got you. We got you. They went to the boardroom and they came out with what we call hemp Govy, the game changer, guys. Hemp Govy is the shot worth taking. Our new line of drinkables allow you to ditch the injectables and drink your way to slimmer waist and a flatter tummy. You take a shot of that, and you're going to see how things are going to start to turn around for you. This is an amazing product. Like I said, it is a game changer. Its key benefits is burn fat naturally, boosts metabolism, curb appetite, supports digestive health, and promotes overall balance. Give me a second. I need to take a swig of water from my mouth. Okay, now, so this is but if you want a full body reset, we have that. We have all the support for you when you do this body reset. You get your 360 community. You get our doctors. I mean, this is an amazing, amazing program, and these are amazing products for you to try. You get the right products, no guessing, weekly coaching, Zoom calls. You're in a private member group. You get your meal guides and groceries. You're not doing this alone. That's mainly what we're telling you. You're not doing it alone. You get educational modules, blood type, and you get a blood type test for whatever your blood type is, a chart. You get your bonus bitters cleanse, and you get that built-in support, that accountability and transformation, right? So you get everything you need so you can be successful. Now, I want you to think about what we were going to talk about now. This is regarding what we call the cannabis and the blood type diet. When we bring two things that are cohesively, let them join together, it can be amazing. And this is one of those things. When you have your blood type and then you have cannabis, because what we do know, what we said about these blood type, we said the A, they have lower stomach acid, guys. They're sitting there trying to eat meat in their bodies, like, I can't break that down. Please stop. Lower stomach acid, higher stress, and susceptible to heart disease. B, susceptible to autoimmune condition and nervous system disorders. O, higher risk of inflammation condition, arthritis, and overacidity. And AB, combination of both, sensitivity to digestion and immune stressors. But when you leverage the properties of CBD and cannabis alongside the blood type diet, individuals may achieve a more balanced, harmonious approach to wellness tailored to their unique biological predispositions. Earlier, when I spoke about if you didn't have to take any more medicine, but we know medicine, when you take it, it's usually directed to one ailment that you got going on in your body. You take it and it's supposed to help this one thing, but a lot of times it may help that, but you look back, it's 5 or 6 things that is hurting, right? And but we all have what we call the endocannabinoid system, and shortened it's called ECS system, and running in our body. Well, our ECS is connected to different things throughout your whole body, your eyes, your kidneys, your liver, your heart, your just throughout your body. It's connected. And cannabis feeds the body, right? Cannabis is a holistic solution. So I know whatever you may thought or what you heard about cannabis and they shed a negative light on it. Trust me, it was negative until it wasn't, because now that they can make money on it, it's better than wheat bread, right? But unlike pharmaceuticals that often target single systems, cannabinoids interact with the ECS to provide systematic benefits, offering a more natural approach to health and wellness. Cannabis, guys, it helps to bring the body back in balance. Cannabis is better known as CBD. You're going to probably have to unlearn some things that maybe we were taught, because a lot of things, and I was that person. I had to unlearn what I thought I knew. CBD is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp, and out of the more than 85 different cannabinoids, it is the second most common next to delta 9. Tetracannabinol, which is THC. Unlike THC, CBD is non-psychotropic. But if you think you can get high with CBD, you're mistaken. You don't get high, but you definitely can get healthier. And then we have THCA. It is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp, and out of the more than 100 different cannabinoids, THCA is a non-psychoactive precursor to the raw to THC, found in raw cannabis. And when heated, when you heat the THCA through smoking, vaping, or cooking, THC converts into THC. THCA converts into THC, the psychoactive compound. So now you are able to get the high once you convert it into a high, to heat it up, then it converts into THC. But the great part I always say about that, you're still getting the benefits of THC, I mean of CBD. Guys, it's just, I just wanted to say it in a few words. It's just time to elevate. It's a time to elevate our health, our finances. It's time to elevate. We have these amazing CBD products. We formulate our proprietary 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 blends. I can't even say that right now. Blends of herbs and botanicals to elevate your well-being. We have amazing products. We create our own products, and people that have taken these products, we get so much feedback on our product, on how they're amazing, how they change so many lives. We have over 70 some odd products actually, but I'm going to talk about raw cannabis, the THCA. It aligns with our plant-based diets. It's offered therapeutic with therapeutic benefits without the high, similar to juicing cannabis leaves or flower. So this is the raw cannabis, right? And so it helps with arthritis, autoimmune disorders, anti-inflammatory, neuroprotectors, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson, Alzheimer's, chronic pain, cancer, and so much more. This is what happens when you take the THCA. It has a lot of health benefits. And we have our RSO, our Rick Simpson oil. It's a CBD and THCA, right? Because it's not heated. We have CBD and it's in a vial oral syringe. Okay. And this helps with pain, anxiety, sleep, Parkinson's, anti-inflammatory issues, stimulates appetite, helps with neurological issues, and it has an antioxidant. Like I said, we have over 70 plus products. I can't go into all of them, but we have, I mean, they're amazing. They really are amazing products. Our energy, we have our energy purity plant coffee. It is amazing coffee. I love our coffee. We have our essential oils, our tinctures. We have our pain relief. One of our top sellers is our pain relief, our hair product. We just have some amazing products. We have our culinary. I made my salad. I'm just sprinkling my culinary on there. I mean, and other foods. And like I said, we have so much more, so many products to help to bring your body back into balance. Now, we're here. We know about it. Some of you out there know about it, but what? We need a lot more people, guys. We need a lot more people. So, how about becoming an influencer? Guys, becoming an influencer is something pretty impactful. It's pretty darn cool to be an influencer. This young lady, Stormy Steele, she is our first TikTok streamer to sell over $1 million in one session. That's a beauty in one session. And she was pretty amazing. But let's go to LeJack. Oh my gosh, he was phenomenal. He achieved over 1.7 billion in sales in 12 hours, guys, out of China, streaming in China. And you know what he was selling? Lipstick. In 12 hours, he sold 1.7 billion with a B as in boy in China, and he sold lipstick. An influencer, guys, it is powerful. It is a game changer. Influencers, they hold the power to shape brand perception, drive massive sales, and create personal connection with audiences. Those who ignore this trend risk falling behind in a rapidly evolving digital economy. The influencer economy isn't just a trend, it's the future of marketing. So, guys, the time is now. The influencer business is booming, guys. It is booming. How many of you been on TikTok? You was on TikTok, you wasn't planning on buying nothing. They just kept putting these things in front of you, like, oh, I think I need that. The next you know, TikTok made me buy it. Well, if they made you buy, how many other people made them buy things? Influencer people out there doing this, it have reshaped consumer behavior, driving millions into product sales. The influencer market is currently at 33 billion, like B is in boy, globally. But it is projected, listen to this, to reach 107 to 190 billion. It is rising. It is going up by 2030. We are almost at the end of 2025. So we're talking about less than a little over 4 years. The product sales this journey for our influencer market, it is going to be, it's already big now, but it's going to be so much bigger. But that could be you. That could be you out there. You know, I want to impact the world. I want to do something. I want to be out there to help share with the world, share with my family to make things better. But guess what? Don't worry, you're in the right place. We have a wellness influencer pack, and it's only $3.99, and you're getting it's over a $500 value. You get that a 21-day detox reset, flat belly bitters, fuel we talked about is pain cream. You get so many products that you can use for yourself. You can sell some of them, you can give some away so people can try it. That's why you become an influencer, guys. And you get paid on doing this. You also get paid on it, of course, right? It is an amazing thing to be. But you say, I think that sounds amazing, but I think I want to do a little bit more. I want to be an influencer, become a coach. I want to know how to get blood types. I want to know how to do, scans. I want to give me the full gamut. We got you. As my friend said, we clocked you. We got you. That's only $14.99. You have to get over almost $3,000 worth of product, right? Almost. You get so many products. You can make all your money back by just selling and sharing products. But we want you to share. We want you to get out there. We want you to become someone that's influencing people, sharing this information, sharing this message. We got to reach people. We got to get people healthier. And we need you to help us do that. Blue zones, you heard me talk a little bit about blue zones, but there's only 6 in the world. We have one in the United States. It's called Loma Linda. We have one in Japan. You heard me speak about them. Costa Rica, Singapore, Italy, Greece. It's only 6. That 7th one can start right there in your home. You say, I'm ready to make this house a blue zone. And then when I start, people started seeing the differences in me and how my body's starting to transform. My talk is different. My walk is different. My health is different. Then I'm going to connect it. Then the neighbor's going to do it. And then this neighbor. Then I'm going to get a community. Then we're going to continue to do that. And you may say, what are blue zones, Rachelle? Well, these are where people live where people eat far less animal meat and live longer than the average. People are living like 90 and 100 years old, still riding bikes and swimming in pools and, out in their gardening. Yeah, that's what's happening. We want to help 1.5% of the United States to help them. And we starting with the blood type. We want to reach, we're going to talk to millions and millions and millions of people. We want to talk to millions and let them know what we got going on here. And because we had already said we wanted to impact 1 million people, but we got to talk to more because and if we get to those people and he said, you know what, if you just every month you get you one of those kits and if you don't spend no more than $50, that's going to equal 250 millions in sales. You know what that's going to do? That's going to help the company continue to do this remarkable work. And we're going to continue to impact more and more and more people. But you know what? 80% of the people are not listening. They don't want to change. They want to keep doing what they're doing. They're going to reject you. But guess what? We're still going to impact that million, those millions. So we talked about product. Let me talk about to you. I told you about influencers and all those things, but let me talk about business right now. Wakana is an amazing business, right? And Harvard, some of the things that they were saying that, when you get in a business and the first 100,000 people in a business to 150,000 get involved in a business, they're going to earn up to 80% of the wealth of the company. Do you hear that? 80%. Look at this. This is called an S curve. It's in every business, an S curve. Where we're right now, kind of, we're in a pioneering stage. We have probably less than 50. We have less than 50,000 people. I mean, less than 50,000 business builders, right? Less than 50,000. So we're not even really close to that $100,000. I mean, 100,000 mark of people. So we're open, man. This is the best time to get it because you know what? We're breaking it down. We're open up. We're making mistakes. We're creating this. We're doing this. Let's change this. Let's do this. That's where they're in the pioneer stage trying to get it right. Right. It's where they at. And this is a perfect time to get in a company because right now, that's where we are. You see that start, that's where we are. But you know what? It's going to go up. And when it starts to make that little hook and start going up, that company is going into momentum, right? And then you get to that 200, that 300, that 400, that 500. And then after a while, it's going to stabilize where the biggest part of the money has been made in the earlier stages of the company. Less than 150,000. That's the best time to get in a company. Because once it's stabilized, can you still get in it? Yeah. But you're not going to make the kind of money you would have had you got in there earlier. This is perfect positioning to get in a company right now. Harvard Business School says to let the company at least 18 months old. We are 6.5, right? We've gotten past that, right? And growing strong. 90% of companies fail their first 18 months. According to Harvard Business Schools, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it is a great opportunity. If it has less than 100,000, it is an opportunity. Do you hear that? Less than 100,000. How many I tell you we had? It's an opportunity of a lifetime. So right now, you have an opportunity of a lifetime. We would like to say, welcome to Akana. You want to thank the person that invited you. I'm going to stop the share. And I hope you took away something from this because when I say you have an opportunity of a lifetime right now, and we would love to welcome you in into our family. And I want to ask right now, I forgot to ask if anyone had a testimonial they would like to share. I don't know who's all on, a testimonial they would like to share before we end this. Anybody have any questions before we end? Well, if not, I want to thank you guys that did get on today. And if you were a guest on here, you get back with the person that invited you and thank them. And they're there to answer any other questions that you may have. So other than that, we are done for today. And I'm going to give your Sunday back to you so you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much. Oh, we had AB. Oh, I was breaking up. Oh, Did it finally get okay, Reba? I didn't realize that. Hopefully it did became okay. Are we gonna stop recording?